Today we have a story about a man you can't confuse with anyone, on the pitch or off it. A footballer who always walks his own path, bright, bold, loud. This is Memphis Depay, striker, rapper, symbol of character, and a man who always comes back stronger after every fall. But to understand why he's called a lion, we need to go back to the beginning, and not just to football. Memphis was born in the small town of Moerdijk. Complicated family life. His father left when Memphis was just a child. All he had left was the streets, sports, and his own willpower. Psychologists like to say, a tough childhood breaks you or hardens you. Memphis was hardened. He joined the PSV Academy in 2006 at the age of 12. He was loud, stubborn, rebellious, constantly arguing with coaches. But he regularly carried his team to finals of youth tournaments. In terms of influence, he was one of the best young talents PSV had at that time. Coach Philip Koku quickly realized Memphis needed to be pulled into the first team. The match against Chorna Moretz, one of the first games where Memphis announced himself loudly. He gets the ball on the wing, cuts inside and fires it into the top corner. Commentators said for the first time, this guy is not just talented, he's dynamite. Then the game against Utrecht, he scores a penalty. Memphis is the best player on the pitch. A goal, an assist, constant runs. And the most important thing, after this match, Koku said, Memphis is ready. He's no longer a prospect. He's a results player. And that's when the season started. The one where Memphis blew up the Eredivisie, 22 league goals, top scorer, PSV champions. And in almost every important game, he either scored or created chances. One of his best games in the Netherlands was against Feyenoord, 3-3. Memphis scores in added time. PSV fans chant his name. Against NAC Breda, pure Memphis show, 2 brilliant free kicks and an assist. Big clubs start circling. Scouts queue at PSV matches. Van Gaal appears in headlines next to the name Depay, unique talent. PSV understands this is Memphis's last season in the Netherlands. By the time he leaves, he's the face of Dutch football. Interest from United, Liverpool, PSG, Bayern, and then the big decision. Memphis chooses Manchester United. Not just a club, a temple, a legend. But no one knew that this move would begin the most painful, most difficult, and most important stage of his career. Memphis arrives in Manchester as a superstar of Dutch football, but England is different. Pressure, speed, media, strong dressing rooms. Somewhere between inspiration and chaos, a new chapter begins, one that breaks him, but also forges him. Debut against Tottenham, all eyes on him. On the pitch, he tries to take responsibility, but you can see immediately. The Premier League is a different world. And then the moment everyone remembers, United versus Brugge, a complete explosion. He scores twice. First goal, takes the ball, dribbles past defenders, fires into the far corner. Second, another deadly dribble and powerful shot. Then a perfect cross for an assist. Old Trafford chants his name. Everyone writes, here he is, the new leader. It was the peak, after which came the fall. After Brugge, he still has trust, but the Premier League is ruthless. Yesterday's hero is tomorrow's bench player, and Memphis feels this very quickly. Match versus Swansea. Memphis loses the ball, doesn't track back, and Swansea score. Van Gaal criticizes him publicly for the first time, a big blow to his confidence, but not the last. Memphis has always been emotional. When he scores, he's a king. When he fails, he shuts down. In England, that became a problem. There's no time to dwell on mistakes. You must prove yourself every match. In PSV, everything was built around him. In United, the opposite. He's just one of 11. You must press, defend, work for the team. This wasn't Holland, where he had total freedom, and Memphis struggled. His style didn't fit the system. After New Year, he became a rotation player. Mourinho arrives, and Memphis-Manchester United story ends before winter. He leaves. Next chapter. Lyon. Not just a new club, a rescue mission. He trains longer, works harder. His personal trainer later said he always arrived first and left last. His hunger was obvious. Lyon struggling, Rennes pressing, Memphis steps up. 2 touches, goal. The media say he's distracted by music. He releases tracks under the name Memphis. He answers on the pitch. Goal and assist versus Marseille. Then one of the biggest nights of his career, Lyon versus Manchester City in the Champions League. Memphis destroys Walker all match, gives 2 assists, constantly breaks Guardiola's defensive line. Symbolic, he returned to England to show what he should have been at United. Then another twist. Summer 2021. Memphis finally arrives where he dreamed of playing as a teenager. Barcelona, but the club is in chaos. Messi leaves, finances collapse, and in the first months, Memphis is the only bright spot. He carries the attack, scores, creates, and looks like the man holding the entire offense together. But then the team evolves. Xavi arrives, Aubameyang comes, later Lewandowski, and Memphis loses his role. Not a failure, just a shift. Barcelona moves in one direction, Memphis in another. He leaves quietly, leaving behind the image of a player from whom fans wanted more than he was meant to give. At Atlético under Simeone, he enters the opposite world. Discipline, defense, structure. Yet even there he finds moments, scores important goals, helps the team, but always stays himself. Memphis can be effective anywhere. He just needs space, and Atlético didn't offer that. In the national team, he always feels at home. Over 40 goals, tons of assists, every major tournament, the symbol of the new Dutch era after Robben and Van Persie. For the Netherlands, he plays like in his best Lyon days. Free, creative, smiling. Now he's 31 and plays for Corinthians. 31 matches, 9 goals. Still the Memphis we know, mixing European technique with showmanship that Brazilian fans adore. So who did Memphis become? Not a legend like Messi or Ronaldo, not the global superstar he was expected to be at 18, but a strong, bright, honest story, a player who turns football into a performance. And when you watch Memphis on the field, it's not just a goal or a dribble, it's the feeling that every match is a small masterpiece, and he's the artist who chooses how to paint it.